we are in week 3, which means we're now in theme 2, which is taking root and growing. And so you have been reading the parable of the sower at home, and there's been lots of different options where you can read it in the 3 different gospels, Matthew, Mark, or Luke. And there have been 4 different types of soil that you heard about that the sower planted the seeds. There it was the path and birds, the rocky ground, thorns, and good soil. So, Miss Judy, we're gonna just talk about what kind of roots grew with these different ones.
Absolutely. And oh my gosh, for the path with the birds, there's nothing. I'm not seeing anything.
Yep, there's nothing, and that's because the ground was too hard, and then the birds came and took the seeds away. So nothing could grow on the path with the birds.
Okay.
All right, so now we have the rocky ground. So what kind of roots did we have with the rocky ground, Miss Judy?
Well, let's take a look here. Look at how short this is. It does not look healthy at all.
No, it does not. That's a short root. And because the roots weren't able to grow because the rocks were in the way. So
exactly.
So when we've got there, it was able to start, but it wasn't able to get a good grip into that ground and grow healthy. So plant did not grow on the rocky ground. So next we have thorns. What do we think is going to happen here, Miss Judy?
Well, let's take a look. So
the roots are growing.
Oh, wow. This
So
is longer than on the rocky ground.
Right, so the roots were growing, and they were growing, but...
They're growing?
So
okay.
the plant's doing pretty good with the thorns.
But then,
they stopped.
I'm not sure that this is enough for a very healthy plant to grow.
No, right, because with the thorns, those weeds just sort of choke those plants out, and so then the plants are unable to grow.
Exactly.
All right, so now we have the good soil. So what do you think is going to happen here, Miss Judy?
Well, my guess is that this is going to be a lot healthier.
Let's see what happens with the roots with the good soil.
I'm pulling. Oh, wow.
This is really growing. That root keeps going
and going.
And going, and going, and going.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
When's it going to end?
This root is so healthy too.
Look at that.
This is just what is needed for a healthy growing plant.
Right, because good soil helps plant grow, grow, grow. And you know what, Miss Judy? This is sort of like the seed that God plants in us. That love, it never ends also. God's love never ends.
Right.
Good soil helps seeds grow, and they have great roots. They dig in deep, and that enables the plant to be able to grow. So it is just like God's word. When we've got a good heart and we are able to take in God's word and really listen to it and water it and take care of it, God's love grows in us just like a seed is going to grow in good soil.
That's great. It's great that we can learn about growing plants and at the same time really appreciate God's love for all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we, along with learning about plants growing, you're also learning about God's creation and how we can do things to help God's creation, how to make the earth better, to help it be healthy. And so you have probably been getting some ideas of things that you can do, like pick up the trash if you see litter, like make sure you do it safely with your parents. You probably want to put some gloves on and have a trash bag to be able to put that in. Or maybe you started doing some more recycling, maybe recycling thinking about plastics, or thinking about places where you can recycle stuff, because styrofoam can't be recycled in the recycling bin. So my husband and I found another place that we can go to recycle the hard styrofoam, because we want to be able to recycle that. So I hope you've been trying to find something else that you can do to help the earth with reducing, reusing, and recycling.
And there is one other activity in theme 2 that involves planting a tree, probably not in the summer, but to plan for that later on in the year. And again, when you do something like that or plant anything, you're adding to the beauty of nature.
And so, Miss Judy, why can't we plant that tree right now in July? Because this is the third week of July. So why can't, I'm so excited about planting a tree. Why can't I do it now? Why do I have to wait?
Well, summer conditions are not the best for getting a new tree started because of the heat, and oftentimes we have dry conditions. You'd be using a lot of water, one of our natural resources, to keep that tree going. So September can be a good time to plant a tree.
Isn't that when Arbor Day is?
No, Arbor Day is in April.
Oh,
well,
right.
Actually,
so you can plant trees in the spring,
yes,
or in the fall.
Probably the spring would be the very best time to do
All
it.
right. So we can start planning now what kind of tree we want to plant, and then do it either in the fall or in the spring.
Preferably in the spring, but it is something you can start to plan for.
Well, we have lots of different things. We've got the summer free to do our research and find a plant, decide what our tree we want to plant. So great.
Or another plant.
That's right. You could plant a bush or something else. So
absolutely.
Cool. Very cool. Thanks for those. Thanks for reminding us to not plant that tree right now. We need to wait to do it, because it would be sad to put the effort of planting it and then to not have it be able to dig deep with those roots and be able to grow.
Absolutely.
All right. So next week we're going to continue talking about taking root and growing, and I hope you enjoy the activities for this week, and we will see you in the park, hopefully, if it's not raining, and then we will see you back here next Tuesday for the next time with Miss Judy and myself. So, bye.
Bye, everyone.